Hey guys, Germinator again, and I was going to show you an update to my fireplace entrance. I've made it better and faster and a little bit better quality to look at, I think. The lava comes from the top up there, and you can't see any steps like in my other version up there. You can't tell anything's going on at all. So let me show you the action for opening. You can see, and it's pretty cool how I like how the pistons catch those two lava blocks before they fall up there. That's one thing I really like about this version. But yeah, I've been working on it to try to make it as quick and as good looking as possible. Let's go in here and check it out. So it closes, and then this one's downward, obviously. And then you can close it from the not there. You can close it from the inside. So and you can't see any pistons. No pistons are visible. You don't have to worry about a painting on the outside to cover up pistons or anything like that. And there's the opening action. So I thought it'd be pretty cool, if you go in here and you'd be able to tell if somebody came in here because this would be open. They wouldn't know how to close it really because this would be hidden here. The difference with this one is you'd have to use, if you use buttons, you'd have to use a pulse shortener because of the timing. So really this one, I like to use the torch key because it shortens the pulse for you. You don't have to have this wall going this way. You can make it flat. Let me see if I can. I did do a version like that somewhere. Let me see where it is. Yeah, this one. You can see I put the pulse key here. So let's see it close up. Oh shit, get out of there. Get out of there. You barely made it, buddy. Anyway, you can have it flush like that if you want it. You don't have to have the wall go at an angle. And it will still work. So, let's show you how to build this. This one I did put a button on it with a pulse shortener on it, but so you can use a button if you wanted. Let's see if I did it right on this one. It's mainly the opening action that you needed to use a pulse shortener. See how the lava didn't catch because I didn't put a pulse shortener on this one, so that's not good. I'm in trouble. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, let's get started building this thing. To start, you're obviously probably going to have to dig, but I'm not going to do that. It's the first piston that we put on this tutorial is going to be 4 up like that. So you would need to dig down 1 to place your piston there. That's to start the tutorial. But anyway, hopefully you can figure it out by the dimensions at the end of this. So put 2 pistons like that with a half slab on them, and then come around the back and put blocks going around. I like to go ahead and just bring them out this way, off those blocks off the side. And then take not where the half slab is, but those 2 out, and these. What the hell did I just do? We'll fix that. This is going well so far. Anyway, so take those out and then bring this way 2, and then 2 right there. Take those back out, and that's where you're gonna put pistons, 4 of them like that. Do the same thing for this side. Bring it out 2, over 2, take those out. I put your pistons in front and then on top, like that. Now I like to put in my floor like that where it's gonna be, so I can tell where this needs to go. And basically, we're gonna take those out in a second, but bring it up like that, and then you can take those 4 out, and then put them over here on those pistons. Okay, and so from here, we're going to just block off where the lava is going to go. So bring that up like that, and that up. Okay, like that. So the lava is going to sit on these 2 blocks right here. So we're going to cut it off with pistons from above. So we're going to need the block to go right there. So you can just put 2 blocks right there, and then count up 1, 2, 3, and then come knock them all back out except for the top one. Put a sticky piston facing down on both sides like that, and then take that out. You can go ahead and place your blocks on those pistons. Alright, so now that we have all that, that's all the pistons put in that we're going to be using. The only difference is we needed the timing for each one to be different. These top 2 pistons need to be connected to these bottom 2 pistons on each side, and then the top 2 pistons on each side need to be connected to these bottom 2 pistons. I don't want to get too technical there, but anyway, let's just wire this thing up. So put some redstone behind those 2 pistons like that, come down below it, put 2 blocks coming down, take that out, and then put a torch right there. Now I'll do the same thing for this side. You can put the torch one closer so you can come off this one on this one, and put the torch right there. Alright, now come off the edge of this redstone on the right side and bring it on the back of it, bring it up 1 like that, and then go upwards 1, take that one out, and then upwards 1 more time, and take that one out. Now just put your torches in, 2 of them like that, and then on the top of this block put redstone with the torch on the side. Now run some blocks off of that torch running this way to those 2 pistons right there. Now run redstone back to that torch like that. Now from here we're going to we need to connect this torch block to that torch block, and let's go ahead and put in our stairs. So put some stairs. Those 2 are fired because of those torches. Just take those blocks out, put stairs here, and then there, and then just leading down all the way to the ground like that. Now you can go put those blocks back in if you want, but what I like to do is see where these blocks have to go, which I know that you gotta have headspace walking up these steps, so you just want just enough. So we're going to put 2 blocks there, and then going downwards we're just going to keep that same pattern until we're at floor level. So 2 blocks there, and that's it to have enough clearance. Okay, so just come back and fill those in. Alright, and then that'll be first starting point right there. This is the fun building part right here. This is a lot of fun. So fill all that in like that. Okay, so we get that, and this is where the exit will be. And I like to just bring it this way a little bit to have some room to work. You can see I suck at building kinda. Alright, so from here, come below this torch, bring it down like that, out 2, and then up 1 like that. So we're going to run redstone from that torch going this way, up on top of those to there, and then the same thing on this one, just bring it down and out 2, and then bring it up, and then up again like that. And then run your redstone to that torch. So that's these top 2 pistons, those bottom 2 pistons, and those bottom 2 pistons all hooked up to one circuit. Now we need to connect these top 2 pistons, those top 2 pistons, and the bottom ones down here hooked up to the same circuit. So the way I do it is I get my blocks and put them on top of these pistons on each side. And then come around the front again, fill these in. Now just run redstone on top of those blocks, on top of those pistons like that. Run it back that way. Put you a block right here and keep it running this way. Now put 2 on top of those blocks like that. and then we're just going to connect them up like that. So right here we're going to go ahead and drop this block down like that, and then because we're going to put redstone on that to connect it all up. Now just bring this stairway down. We'll leave it there. So just bring it down like that, 3 more. And then right here, I put 2 blocks going from there, from that bottom one. Put a repeater going that way with redstone in front of it. Now come around the back, the bottom of it. Put a block there, and then a block here, because we're just going to run that redstone down. We don't want it cross-talking with that, so that's the reason why I dropped it down. Maybe an easier way for you if you can figure it out. Good, that's awesome. It's just the way I do it. Then run it, those blocks this way, and we're gonna put some repeaters going into these pistons, and then hook that up like that. Okay. So there's that all hooked up together. So they're both on separate circuits now, and I'll show you why in a second. Now all we need to worry about is our buttons, or in this case the torch key. So let's put that in. Come back and put blocks back on these pistons right here, like that. Okay, now let's figure out. We need to figure out where we're going to put a torch key. So just go ahead and build your floor out, and then this is going to be the front of the fireplace right here. Just fill all that in, just so we get a better idea of where our torch key needs to go. Alright, so let's just put it right here. What you want to do is bring your wall up to where you know where it's going to be, and I'd like to do it 3, and then from this middle one count back 2 and take that one out. Let's put some lighting around here. I don't really feel like sleeping, so put a sticky piston on that block, and then from the side of that right here, come in and put a block right there with a torch pointing towards the sticky piston. I put a repeater going that way, and then a block leading up like that, take that out, leading up like that, take that out, this way 1, and then count up 2 from the piston and take that out. I put a repeater going into that block, and then redstone leading down. Now come back, to make it send a pulse, we need to shorten the length of, we don't want it to function like a button. We want it to, like a lever, we want it to function like a button. So, come down below it right here, put a block right there, right here, and then, take this block out and put a regular piston facing towards that piston right there. Now just put some redstone on it. Now we need to try this out, make sure it works. So put a block on it. You can see the short pulse coming from that redstone. So we know it's working. So there's that one. Now what we need to do is go down to the other one and go ahead and put it in. So you need to have some clearance here. So let's bring this out 1 more. Right to there. And this is where we want to put it, so just count 2 blocks out, put it right there, put a sticky piston facing towards it, and then put a block on this side with a torch on the side of it. Now put a repeater going that way, same basic thing, and then lead it up 1, and then towards the piston, towards the piston, and then up 1 again. Put a repeater going that way with redstone leading down. Now we need to shorten this one as well, so do the same thing. A block right there with a regular piston pointing towards that sticky piston. Alright, and then put some redstone right there. Now just try it out. Alright, so that's working as well. Now just to hook all this up, show you how to do that. The way I do it is I lead this signal from this torch key. I step it down it to go into this signal going up. So bring this down and out towards that, and then we're just gonna do that. And then we need this signal to meet up as well, so we're gonna bring this from here leading this way like that. Actually, let's do that. So now we need to just make these meet, but you're going to need to use repeaters so they don't crosstalk at all. So put a repeater coming from that torch key facing forward, put it right there. And now from this one, put it right there. And then from this block, put one right there. And actually put this one on 4. It just helps with the timing a little bit. Now let's just connect all this up. So coming down from that one to that repeater there, and then lead this up going like that. Okay. Now the last thing we need to do is hook the other part of this up to a T flip-flop. So we just need it coming from this middle section of the button or the pulse that's going to be sent. We need it coming out of this, going over to the other side so we can do a T flip-flop. So just bring it from there, and then just lead it up. We'll just put a repeater right there. So just lead it up that way, and then redstone, and then put a repeater right here so it doesn't crosstalk with that signal, and then just lead it this way coming down. Put some more light over here real quick, and then put from right here, just put 2 blocks going like that, and then 2 redstone going like that. Now on either side of that redstone at the bottom, put regular pistons facing towards each other. Dig a hole and put a torch right there, and a block on the side. Regular T flip-flop, and then a torch on each side of those blocks. Now just lead the signal coming out. Put a repeater and a block right there, and then redstone, and that's it. It should be working now. So you're gonna want to fill this in to cover it up a little bit like that, and then you're gonna need to put lava over there, which I'll show you in a second. Let's just make sure it's working good. Alright, that looked pretty good. Okay, there's our opening. There's our closing. So now you just want to put your lava there and there. And then I like to use the same thing I did on the other one, so it doesn't come out any further than I want, right there like that. And now I'm using, I think stairs look a little better, so I put stairs on each side. And then you can come around here, the back, and cover that up if you want, so you can't really see it from this side. So it's all closed off, and now let's try it out. And there it is. Let's try it from the bottom, make sure it works. I like to use torches to kind of let me know which block is the one I need to put the torch on. So you can see it's closed, and now it's open. So there it is. I thought everybody might like that, and if you want to build it, go for it and let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoy. Everybody take care. Bye bye.